Morning San Antonio starts right now.
An argument turns into gunfire near the River Center Mall downtown. What San Antonio police say happened.
Plus, flying sausages save a stranded dog. David Sears explains this bizarre rescue coming up in your morning headlines. Good morning to you. It's Monday. It is the 24th. Good to have Japhanie with us this morning. She was with this for the entire early show, too.
Yes, we had a great time talking about cooler temperatures. Let's head over to Justin. Obviously, we have a lot of cool things going on outside right now.
Yeah, we've got clouds, and there was a little bit of rain earlier. It'd be nice if we got a little bit more than we did. I can report to you we had a trace at the airport. That's it. Still a little bit drizzly out there. You see some of the low-hanging clouds. We'll have those clouds hang around a while longer. The rain, though, generally is moving east of us. So let's go right to the radar, show you where the rain is at this hour. East of I-35, some of the heavier rain has now moved north up towards the LaGrange area and moving out of our general viewing area. So a little closer look here at some of our eastern counties. Floresville, places like Kennedy, Garden City, still seeing a little bit of that light rain. Yorktown up towards Cuero, this is all moving north and east. But here in San Antonio, nothing more than just a little bit of drizzle. Temperature-wise, 50 degrees at the airport right now, 48 Bulverde, 45 Bernie Sage, 47 in Hondo. You go out west, it's 50 in Del Rio, 46 right now in Carrizo Springs. Pollen count is in. Man, this is the best news of the morning. Mount Cedar's down to 20. That's the lowest number we've seen in quite a while. Is it the end of Mount Cedar season? We can't say that for sure, but we're headed that way. We're headed in the right direction. I think this is a good sign. Forecast for today, basically take the rain out of the forecast, but the clouds stick around through about 2 p.m. or so. Sun should pop out a little bit later today, and that'll boost temperatures some into the mid-50s. A little warmer tomorrow, but a lot of up and downs in our forecast. Not a lot of rain. 7-day forecast is coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Justin, thank you very much. Right now, we are looking live at TransSky. You're looking at a major backup. This is on the far east side of town at 10 and 1604. We've got main lanes completely closed down due to a major accident. 2 big wreckers out there on the scene right now, trying to clear that scene. If I understand correctly, 10 westbound out here on the far east side of town. The westbound lanes are currently closed right now. We also have another accident working at 410 eastbound at Starcrest.
Now time for today's 9 at 9.
Millions of free COVID tests will begin shipping out via the U.S. Postal Service this week. Up to 4 tests per address can be ordered on covidtest.org. The tests will be mailed within 7 to 12 days from when they were ordered. The White House is also expected to begin making 400 million high-quality face masks available for free at pharmacies and health centers.
Early tax filers can begin submitting their 2021 tax returns today. Last year, the IRS delayed the start of the tax season to early February to give themselves more time to prepare. But this year, they're on a more normal schedule. Most taxpayers will get their refund within 21 days of filing if they file electronically, select direct deposit, and have no issues with their returns.
Evacuation is still underway this morning as a rare winter fire threatens a community south of San Jose, California. Latest update from officials shows the fire has scorched around 700 acres and is 35% contained. Firefighters say winds are their biggest challenge. Around 500 people have been told to evacuate, and schools in the area are closed today.
The State Department has ordered the families of all American personnel at the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine to return to the U.S. The order comes amid heightened fears of a Russian invasion. However, the State Department says this is not an evacuation, and operations will remain normal at the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine. Officials say the move does not reflect an easing of U.S. support for Ukraine.
The United Arab Emirates has intercepted 2 ballistic missiles targeting its capital, Abu Dhabi, today. No injuries or deaths were reported. The UAE says they are prepared to take on any threats. No word on who was behind the attack.
Food industry executives warn empty supermarket shelves may persist for weeks or months. They're blaming a worker shortage caused by Omicron infections. A Southeast grocery chain says 1/3 of its workforce at a food distribution center is sick.
A dramatic finish to what some are calling the greatest weekend of NFL playoff football ever. The Buffalo Bills losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. This weekend, 2 of football's biggest and oldest stars crashed out of Super Bowl contention. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady done with the 2020-2021 season. Brady is saying he's not sure if he'll return next year.
NASA's $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope will reach its final destination today. The telescope was launched from South America on Christmas Day and has traveled nearly 1 million miles away from the Earth. The Webb is said to be about 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope.
Valentine's Day sweetheart candies will have 16 new words of encouragement this year. Words like high five, crush it, and you the best. The new words will be added to the classic sayings like be mine. Aw. And that's today's 9 at 9. And we're going to talk more about the NFL playoffs coming up a little bit later in the newscast. But first, there are a variety of school choice options available for children right here in Texas. And during this year's Texas School Choice Week, we're taking a closer look at Pre-K for SA, the city-funded public pre-K program.
Yes, Pre-K for SA is opening its pre-kindergarten enrollment for the 2022-2023 school year next week. And this morning, we explore how this program has impacted students in our community and how safety continues to be a priority.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live at one of their education centers on South New Braunfels Avenue with more. Good morning, Tiffany. What do kids learn at Pre-K for SA centers?
Good morning, Mark and Daphne. They're learning different skills, communication, problem solving, critical thinking. To talk a little bit more about this, we have CEO Sarah Beret with us this morning. Good morning. Talk to us about what makes Pre-K for SA so unique.
Good morning. Well, Pre-K for SA was built to be the highest quality early learning program, and we meet all the national standards. In fact, we've received a gold star rating, and we have everything that a family could want in a program because it's open full day and even after school for families that are working or going to school.
Who qualifies for this program?
So any family that has a 4-year-old in San Antonio qualifies for the program. Those that meet the TEA qualifications can come free, and then Pre-K for SA offers scholarships for other families, including full scholarships for families making up to $75,000 a year so that they too can benefit from the outstanding quality of Pre-K for SA.
Since this program was installed here in San Antonio, what type of impact are we seeing?
Oh, we have research studies that show we're having a huge impact. In fact, children that come to Pre-K for SA tend to enter the program below the national norms, and in just 1 year they leave well above national norms, ready for kindergarten. But even more importantly, we have studies that show that the benefits last well beyond 3rd grade. Our children tend to do better in reading, math, have better attendance, and have outstanding performance for years to come.
We know the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all different programs. How has it impacted Pre-K for SA?
Well, it has affected our enrollment a little bit. So we've seen families that were reluctant to bring their children back because of all the different COVID variants. But increasingly, families are realizing it's safe to come to school and that young children need to be in school. And so we're continuing to see enrollment increase, and we expect that this fall we'll be back up to our 2,000 children, just like we're built to be.
We've seen and reported on community labs doing testing here. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so we have all kinds of safety measures in place, including daily health checks, daily screenings of both children and staff, but also weekly testing proactively to make sure that if someone does have COVID and maybe they don't have the symptoms, we're catching it early so we can prevent the spread, which has made our classrooms very, very safe, and it's allowed us to remain open throughout the pandemic.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to hear a little bit more about this coming up in the noon show. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Tiffany. Well, in your morning headlines, violence growing against police officers here in the U.S. An investigation into a mysterious dating app death has a family upset.
And you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can trick a dog with a new method. We have David Sears is here with that full rundown.
Good morning.
Did you get all that?
I did.
Okay.
I think I did.
You'll understand it once we get to the story. So I just trying something different. Let's start with this, though. It is just one more situation law enforcement is having to deal with, the increase in violence against police. The latest over the weekend in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. A suspect opened fire, hitting a police officer. Then that suspect barricaded himself in a house. The officer was rushed to the hospital.
Before they could contact him, he started firing shots at these officers.
The officer's injuries not life-threatening. The police called off the barricade. The suspect is at large. Last night's shooting followed that shooting in Houston that left Corporal Charles Galloway dead, and that shooting in New York that killed rookie officer Jason Rivera. There have been at least 8 law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty so far this year. Officials in New York now pleading with the federal government to take action to slow the flow of illegal firearms between states. The governor of New York says she is planning to triple the funding for anti-gun violence efforts. The New York PD says it's bringing back a plainclothes anti-gun unit to go after known offenders. You are looking at the aftermath of a police chase outside of Ellendale, Delaware. One way to stop a speeding truck, just park it in the back of a work van. That's the pickup truck being chased, ended up rear-ending that van, and as you can see, actually ended up in the van. One person was taken to the hospital, and 2 others were treated at the scene. A huge crowd gathering for 23-year-old Lauren Smith Fields. Friends, family, and members of the community then taking their message to City Hall in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Smith Fields mysteriously died 2 weeks before Christmas after she met up with an older man at her apartment. She connected with that man on the date app Bumble. Her family and friends are upset with the way the police have responded.
She was in college, and she has family and friends that love her. Amen. No one is going to discard Lauren Smith Fields, my daughter, as she's rubbish.
Bridgeport city officials had no comment, but they did say they are looking into how the original investigation was conducted. The medical examiner has yet to release the cause of death. All right, take a look at this overhead shot. That right there, that's a dog. Yep. Her name is Millie. She slipped out of her collar and ended up stranded in dangerous mud flats in Hampshire. That's in England. Guys standing around trying to figure out how to go get her. What do we do with that dog out there? Let's see. Maybe get in a kayak and go get the dog? Nope. That didn't work. So how about trying the old hang a cooked sausage from a drone trick? Well, there it is. And there she goes. So apparently the cooked sausage on a rope worked because they eventually got her out of the mud flats and back to safety.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me of, you know, the old school cartoons when they have like the string and the stick hanging above and it makes the dog follow it. So
there you go.
Hey, that was a good deal.
It worked.
Apparently, Millie likes cooked sausage.
They translated for American media because over there they call sausages bangers. Bangers. So it was a bangers from a drone got the bow wow. Thank you, David. All right, 9:10 right now, about 49 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
A mother and daughter surprised with a huge gift during a livestock auction. The reason behind the community's outpouring of support ahead in our next half hour.
That time of year again, the 2022 tax filing season officially beginning today. We'll explain what you need to know right after the break.
Tax season comes earlier this year. Today, the IRS will begin accepting returns and is about 2.5 weeks earlier than last year's start.
And that's not the only difference you need to know about this year. Max Massey joins us live in the studio. Max, lots of families are watching. What should they know?
Well, we were just talking about this with Justin Horn. 2 big things, the stimulus checks and the child tax credits. You're going to want to make sure you have those exact numbers. You got to put the correct amount on your tax return. Same thing holds true for all of the child tax credits you receive throughout the year. We know a lot of families in and around our area and around the country, they receive those child tax credits, so you got to mark that down. The IRS should have or are in the process of sending you letters, full amounts of the stimulus payments and the full amounts of the advanced child tax credit payments. So if you didn't get the letter yet, or if you forgot the amount, you can always check what you received. Just head to irs.gov. So the IRS also warning that the resurgence of COVID infections on top of less funding authorization from Congress than requested could make this filing season particularly challenging. So the IRS commissioner said, quote, the pandemic continues to create challenges, but the IRS reminds people there are important steps they can take to help ensure their tax return and refund don't face processing delays. End quote. Here's the thing. Avoiding a paper tax return will be more than important than ever this year to avert processing delays. So try to be electronic if you can. The commissioner urging all taxpayers to file their returns electronically, and if you can, opt in to get your refund by direct deposit. If you have any questions, there are answers. We were just talking about this, the IRS encouraging people to use their online resources before their call. So you go to irs.gov. Remember that, because we're going to come back to it. Last filing season, as a result of the COVID era tax changes and the pandemic in its entirety, all the challenges that we saw, the IRS phone system, get this, They got more than 145 million calls from January 1st to May 17th. That is more than 4 times more calls than in any average year. Last year's average tax return, for fun numbers here, more than $2,800 and more than 160 million individual tax returns for the 2021 tax year. They're expected to be filed, with the vast majority of them coming before the traditional deadline in April. Most individual taxpayers, you have to file an IRS Form 1040 or a 1040 SR, and once they receive the forms, well, you can do that, and you do need a W-2. Again, all of these forms, irs.gov, and you can go right to the irs.gov/form section. The IRS says that most taxpayers will receive your refund. So guys, if you file, you receive the refund within 21 days. It is more expedited if you do it online, like we said, electronically, direct deposit, less issues for that. Here's the thing. We know this year the deadline is April 18th, pushed back a little bit, but, and I'm not telling everybody to do this, but you can file for an extension, and that pushes it back to October.
I did hear about that too.
All right, Max, thank you. And of course, we are turning our attention over to weather. It was not too cold outside, but I know...
Fairly mild?
Yeah, I know Justin was a little salty about the amount of rain we got, but it was, for the most part, pretty decent.
It was, and you've been tracking a few showers this morning, Justin.
Yeah, we were hoping for a little more rain. I got to be honest with you, the drought situation that we're in, we need more than what we got this morning, but there is still some out there. Let's jump to the radar. You see some of those showers that have developed. Most of the activity is east of San Antonio now. That's not to say we couldn't still see a little bit of drizzle around here. We are still seeing some light drizzle, and that's still going to make the roads a little slick, so just be aware of that. Let's zoom in a little bit closer here to some of these showers across Karnes County and Wilson County. Still seeing some showers working through Floresville. All of it very light. We haven't seen really any lightning or thunder. I detected a few lightning strikes earlier up there around Giddings and Bastrop, but just not here. Yorktown seeing a little bit of rain. Cuero, Gonzales. Those are the areas that we'll still see some showers here over the next couple of hours. Howattsville as well, as this all shifts off to the north and east. In San Antonio, there's one little blip on the radar up there across northern Bexar County. That's about it. Otherwise, it is just sort of cloudy and, again, maybe a little bit drizzly from time to time. I did put in some of the rainfall totals, and, you know, they aren't great. Luling, 0.12. That's the highest I could find. A trace at the airport. 100th of an inch, Bulverde, 100th of an inch in Floresville. Gonzales, 600ths of an inch. So these numbers aren't going to do much to help us with our drought. Well, let's look at the time lapse, and it's really hard to tell that really any rain came through. I do think we saw a few showers again around the airport. 50 degrees, still reporting a little bit of drizzle. Dew point is at 43. And you see all the cloud cover. We may lose the rain, but the clouds are going to stick around a while longer. It's going to take until probably early afternoon here in San Antonio to get that clearing line, which is still out here around Del Rio, to move through and for us to see some sun. So as you might imagine, out west, the numbers are going to be a little warmer today where there is more sun. It'll be a little cooler off to the east where there's more clouds and maybe a little bit of precipitation. Here is a look at the forecast temperatures as we walk through time here. And we'll go to about 4 o'clock. Mid-50s here in San Antonio. Out west, close to 70 in places like Del Rio, which will see sun most of the day. And then Gonzales underneath those clouds, a high of only 49. Dew point tracker shows we're going to have some more ups and downs with the dew points, but the dew point never really jumps all that high. We'll get a couple of fronts. It just keeps knocking back the moisture, and it keeps taking away our rain chances. Maybe I'm a little salty, Jaffney, about this rain. I want some more rain in the forecast. As we look at the big picture here, there's our little storm system that is helping to bring the rain and push it into parts of Texas, and that's quickly pushing east, and will continue to do so. As we zoom out some, there's some snow across parts of the Great Lakes, some pretty heavy snow from Chicago over to Detroit and Cleveland this morning. And as we look at temperatures, San Antonio is one of the warmer spots, 50 degrees right now. Did get down into the 30s and 40s this morning, although I did not see 30s and 40s in Florida, although I did not see any warnings for falling iguanas. You know, they have that every winter. When it gets cold enough, the iguanas fall out of the trees and you have to be careful. It got close there this morning, but not quite. I'll keep you posted there. Cold spot across the country, -16. That's up in International Falls. Here's what our forecast looks like today. Clouds, again, by 3 o'clock, starting to clear potentially here in San Antonio, and then everybody clears tonight. Tomorrow, though, we do see some fog building in, maybe just east of San Antonio, but it could be dense at times. Visibilities could drop below a quarter of a mile early tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon. Probably some partly cloudy skies. We get a front coming through here. It doesn't do a whole lot for our forecast, though. 54 Wednesday, 57 and cloudy on Thursday. I'm going to put in a small chance of rain Thursday night, Friday morning. This doesn't look great either for any sort of significant rain. A little bit of a cool down Friday. Weekend at this point looks pretty good. Highs in the 60s, maybe a freeze Saturday morning, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Right now, 921, about 50 degrees.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9. A shooting investigation underway after an altercation near the River Center Mall downtown. The latest details from police.
Top stories we're following today. A man in custody for allegedly shooting in the middle of the street near River Center Mall last night.
Yeah, San Antonio police say it started with an argument between two women just before 8 p.m. on Commerce Street. Now, at some point, the two women and one of their boyfriends moved locations near the Denny's in front of the Marriott Hotel. That's where police say that the boyfriend allegedly started firing shots. No one was hit, fortunately, but police found several shell casings in that area and recovered the weapon. After a brief search, police were able to locate the man and take him into custody on previous warrants.
A Bexar County Sheriff's deputy could be terminated after being charged with DWI. 27-year-old Rolando Garza was arrested yesterday morning by San Antonio police. He's assigned to the Detention Bureau. BCSO says he'll be placed on administrative leave pending an investigation.
Now, details on what led up to his arrest were not given. Garza's bond is set at $8,000. He has been with the department since 2017.
Turning to the coronavirus now, here's a look at the latest COVID numbers in Bexar County. Close to 4,000 new cases as of last night. That brings the 7-day moving average to almost 6,000. The hospitalization rate is still high. Right now, over 1,200 people are still in hospitals here at home, with 263 in the ICU and 125 on ventilators.
And if you're looking for a place to get your COVID-19 vaccine or booster shot, or just looking for a place to get tested, take your phone out right now and scan the QR code on your screen. It will take you directly to our website, which has a list of all the area testing and vaccine sites, so you can find the nearest one to you.
There's more ahead on GMSA at 9.
That's right. An 8-year-old battling cancer gets an unexpected surprise from her community during a livestock auction. We'll introduce you to Anders Eckert and her family.
RJ is here with a look at what's trending on KSAT.com. This morning included a list of things you need to do before the 2022 election season. As Japanese back with me here now, we're tracking this incident on the far east side. Those are the westbound lanes of I-10. At 1604, that major accident has just now cleared, and it looks like that was a law enforcement unit getting out of the way. It looks like they're about to open things back up. This morning on KSAT.com, the San Antonio River about to undergo a change in the downtown area, and some social media users share what things feel weird now because of the pandemic.
That's right, and the San Antonio Zoo is once again offering a fun way to get back in an X with cockroaches. RJ Marquez is live right now in the studio with more.
I bet that story's got some traction on social media.
It does, yeah. It's such a great idea that the zoo did a few years ago. So yeah, they're bringing it back. Some pretty cool details. And again, this is all for a fundraiser. So we'll share some of those details here in just a bit. But we start here with the Riverwalk. Yes, Riverwalk is going to look a little bit different this week, and that's because the city is going to drain it for routine maintenance. Yes, the city started draining portions of the river over the weekend and will continue through this Sunday. City officials said the draining is vital to ensuring the river remains clean and a beautiful attraction for residents and visitors. And this includes the heart of the Riverwalk, the river loop near the shops at River Center. So that's going to look a little bit different there. Our Max Massey will have more on the importance of this later this week. Always an interesting kind of visual to see what it looks like when there's no water in there.
When I always feel bad for tourists this time of year because they're like, that's it?
Yeah, they're kind of like, okay, this is it looks a little weird.
You just have to come back, okay?
Yeah, but the things they'll find in there.
That too, yeah, always interesting finds. So we'll see what they come up with. All right, guys, switching gears a little bit here. So we are getting close to the start of election season, and voters will head to the polls during the 2022 midterm election this year to elect representatives from the county level all the way up to U.S. Congress. The first chance to weigh in on those races comes with the March primary election and culminates with the general election in November. Right now on KSAT.com, we have all the important dates and deadlines that voters need to know about for 2022. The last day to register to vote in the primary is actually a week from today, so keep that date in mind. The first day of early voting is then February 14th. That's right, Valentine's Day, and that runs through February 25th. And then Election Day is on March 1st. Again, all the details right there on the Vote 2020 page on KSAT.com.
Crazy. It feels like we just had that contentious presidential election, and here we are already talking midterms.
Yeah, and some big races, and we also have the key dates, but also some of the big races to kind of watch out for. So all you can do is head over to our website. All right, guys, so moving on here. So if you're feeling like many of the things you did pre-COVID feel kind of odd to do now, that would be me right there. You're definitely not alone. So check this out. BuzzFeed compiled answers from a Reddit thread that posed the question, what normal things pre-COVID feel weird now? So this is some of what some of these Reddit users had to say. And for people that don't know, Reddit is like a social media commenting platform. So the first thing, sharing drinks with people. That one is weird because you know maybe you're out, you're having a drink, you're just like, taste this.
I ain't do that before.
You didn't do that?
We ain't sharing drinks. We get you a straw, get you a whole different cup.
So that's not a big change for you. That was already a no.
Another one here. Knowing what the lower half of faces look like because people are generally now wearing a mask.
That can be deceiving.
Yes. That even a Reddit user even said they're like, I kind of just imagine what the bottom half of someone's face will look like. It's kind of interesting. Eating at buffets. Would you guys do this prior to pandemic?
I did.
I did too.
Yeah.
But I know that it's trickier now for sure. A lot of them, they'll bring you the food from the buffet. You have to order.
Yeah, that's a good point there. So another one here, going to an empty drive-through and quickly getting fast food because now everyone is in the drive-through lanes.
Yeah.
Facts.
I will add one on the mask situation. When I run into the store sometimes, and it's one of the stores where you don't have to wear a mask, I feel exposed. And I'm like, ooh, I'm like covering my face, so.
You kind of feel like you're missing something now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wallet, keys, and mask. Yeah, so. Some more interesting answers to that thread. You can find that story on KSAT.com. And finally this morning, guys, the San Antonio Zoo is helping all of these scorned exes with its 3rd annual Cry Me a Cockroach fundraising event. Oh yeah, this Valentine's Day, you can purchase a live cockroach for $10 or get a frozen rat for $25, and zoo staff will serve it up to the birds, reptiles, and mammals to eat. The cockroach or rat, if you want to go there, can be symbolically named after your ex or others who are worthy of this dishonor. So we have more information on KSAT.com, and again, this is all to raise money for the San Antonio Zoo. Came up with this a few years back. I know they got some national attention on this as well, but and they also live streamed this. So if you want to see this roach that you named after an ex
get fed to a critter that's
oh my
God. I guess that could be cathartic in a way.
It's kind of a
Some
weird
really
but sort of
strange therapy working out right there, right?
Can you imagine what the cockroach is thinking? It's like, I woke up today named Larry, and I don't know what's on, in my plans
Larry,
today.
is that someone that you were thinking?
No, I don't know no Larrys. That's just an example.
Okay, just an example, yeah.
Somebody out there's got an ex named Larry right now, and they're about to write a $25 check.
That's true. All right, guys, you can find all those stories on KSAT.com.
Yeah, RJ's like, yeah, I'm out. Okay, thank you, RJ.
We're good.
Let's go outside with live cam right now. 50 degrees, mild start. We had some showers around earlier, and as we take a look at this shot over at 410 and I-10, kind of set the stage for the rest of the morning here, Justin.
Yeah, it's kind of out there. You see the low-hanging clouds. We've had some showers this morning. That's more just drizzle that you're seeing there. It's going to still be a little bit damp for maybe another couple of hours here around San Antonio. Not necessarily seeing the good rain, but just drizzle and dampness in general. Let's take a look at the radar, and you can see where the actual showers are at this hour, moving to the south and east of San Antonio. We'll zoom in a little bit closer here on town. You'll see the returns here around town are really pretty light. But we are seeing some showers moving in around Elmendorf and Lavernia. Those are lifting north and northeast. Seguin, you should get a little more rain. You saw about 2/100 of an inch. Maybe we'll add to that, I hope. Gonzales out towards Stockdale, and then Yorktown, Kennedy, Carn City, Cuero, and then up towards Hallettsville. These are all areas that we'll continue to see some off and on showers throughout the next several hours. Cloud cover is certainly there. Now, as we look out west, there is a clearing line out near Del Rio. It's going to take a while for that to push east, but I do think eventually we'll get some sun here around San Antonio. And certainly out west, you're going to get it pretty early. 50 degrees right now, 47 Gonzales, 46 in Kennedy. And with current conditions, as you might imagine, temperatures aren't going to warm up very quickly. West-southwesterly winds at about 3 miles per hour, and you can see the cloudy skies there as we look towards the airport. Forecast 55 by 2 p.m. We'll go with 56 this afternoon with some sun showing up late in the day. Westerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. We've got another couple cold fronts in the forecast. We'll tell you what that means for the rest of your 7-day coming up in just a bit, guys.
Quick update in East Bexar County, folks. The westbound lanes are open as predicted, but the folks that were diverted to the access road are still kind of stuck there. It is moving, but it's going to take a little bit longer for things to kind of ease up. Again, a major accident now clear in the westbound lanes of I-10 in East Bexar County at Loop 1604. Good news there. Well, livestock show in Gillespie County has brought one community together in a really big way.
That's right. Jonathan Cotto shows us how they rallied together for an auction that was full of surprises as part of our KSAT Kids series.
Hey, Charlie, we're going to kind of break the rules how we do this.
Why?
Well, cancer broke the rules in our community and they messed with one of our kids.
That kid is 8-year-old Anders Eckert, who is battling cancer. The community's response at the Gillespie County Youth Livestock Show earlier this month left Anders' mom, Melissa Eckert, speechless.
It was unbelievable. First of all, we didn't know any of this would be happening, obviously. And when they moved her to the end of the sale list, we were kind of suspicious. And then all of her friends and family and teammates got up on stage with posters, and we immediately started sobbing.
Anders was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. As the excitement at the livestock show grew, the bids came in fast.
50,000, 55,000, 55,000, 60,000.
The total reached over $75,000.
Everybody was just so willing to give. And so they had that number. And then people that hadn't heard about the giving were able to add on to it.
Eckert says Anders is just finishing the toughest part in her treatment, as doctors hit the cancer hard in hopes of achieving remission within the first month of therapy. She adds it hasn't been an easy journey. Eckert and her husband are also caring for 2 other children. The livestock show ending with a total of $100,000 raised.
With our community behind us, there's nothing we can't do.
Now, Melissa says she's thankful to everyone who gave, including those she doesn't know personally. She tells us Anders is going through what doctors call maintenance, which should make life a lot more normal for Anders, less doctor's visits and at-home oral therapies. She says there is power in a community that bands together. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
By chance, Anders, if you're watching, we are thinking about you. We love you, and Godspeed. Right now, 50 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
David and RJ have a busy recap of a busy sports weekend, and we do mean busy. Coming up.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
Well, it was a wild football weekend, but we now have a Final Four in the NFL playoffs.
David and RJ are here. Man, I wish we could go back and do this again. It was an awesome weekend in the NFL.
As you well know, I've been around a year or two.
Just 1 year.
And just watching this weekend has to be one of the best NFL playoff weekends I have ever seen in my couple of years.
Yeah, I can't remember another one in recent memory that had all 4 games that went down to the wire that was, I mean, just drama all the way around.
Well, and 3 road teams winning by a field goal.
Yeah.
That's just, it was unbelievable. And then the Chiefs-Bills game last night going into, oh, man.
Yeah, let's start right there because this one ended just an incredible weekend here. All right, so Bills down by 9 points here. Josh Allen hits Gabriel Davis for a big catch here, and all of a sudden Bills are kind of getting back in this game, David.
Until, look at that.
That was the one that put them up 29-26.
Defensive back fell down and the receiver was wide open, and here comes Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech University. Look at you don't think speed hurts you? Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Tyron Hill, look at how fast that guy is. And I hope Dak Prescott was watching last night because these two.
I like how you weaved in Dak here.
These two are championship quarterbacks. This is what you got to be able to do to win a championship is play like those two guys did. I think it was Mahomes had like 177 yards in the last 2 minutes.
It was unbelievable.
Last 2 minutes hitting guys in stride. And here it is in overtime. Look at this catching.
Yeah, 24 points in the final 2 minutes of the game, including those 2 Josh Allen touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes driving down the Chiefs with 13 seconds left to get the game-tying field goal to send that game into overtime. Just unbelievable. I feel so bad for Bills fans, though.
Well, I do too. Josh Allen, I mean, look at Josh Allen. I mean, what an incredible performance he put on. I mean, scoring twice and, scoring and then having to come back and score again.
And I'm not knocking Cincy or Tennessee, but I'm with you, RJ. I kind of wish this was the AFC title game in itself, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and then a lot of Bills fans are upset today, and I understand why, because they never got a chance in overtime. They didn't get to touch the ball in overtime. Right. So once again, the NFL is
playing catch up.
Overtime rules.
Well, the NFL is just killing the NFL.
Because you knew whichever team won the toss there was probably going to go right down the field and score. I mean, both defenses were gassed. Congrats to the Chiefs.
In overtime, if you get the ball first and you score a touchdown, then game's over. But if you kick a field goal, the other team gets a chance to win.
So do you think the league will revisit this?
I hope they do.
In the offseason,
it was bad before. They changed the rule and didn't make it any better.
Yeah, it's just so weird to me that Josh Allen.
It's just a bad thing.
It's just so weird that Josh Allen would not get the opportunity to touch the ball in overtime in such a great game. So
weird and too bad, because that was the best game of the weekend, and those are two of the best quarterbacks. And to see it end like that,
I guess the alternative is both teams get a chance at a scoring drive. How about that?
At least one.
Do it like college, or at least let the other team have the ball once.
Yeah.
See what they can do. I think we could still be playing that game, too, by the way.
I know, yeah. They could have played a 7-game series. It would have been great.
Okay,
all right, this was the earlier game on Sunday. Another big one here because Bucks, the defending champions, they were down early, mounted a nice comeback here, David.
Well, I don't know that. Yeah, they got back in it, but, man.
They were out of it mostly. But
have we seen the end of Tom Brady?
Yeah, that's the big question here. A lot of people saying this could be his final game.
That was a great catch.
Yeah, this could be Brady's end here. 8 Super Bowls. We'll see.
After the game, he said he's taking it day to day. There were reports that he's going to take off a month and not really worry about it. And then after a month, he's going to make a decision.
Yeah. So this was the play that set up the Rams in field goal range. They win this game, so they will host the NFC Championship next week. But yeah, like you're saying, David, big storyline. Tom Brady, is he done? He's 44 now. Played great this season, but at some point it's going to.
What are the odds of him doing that again next year? Packers-Niners. Let's get to this one. This one ended up in the Snow Bowl.
In the snow. Look at that. Yeah, close of the game here.
Blocked punt.
Yes.
Wow.
And at this point, the Niners just get nothing going. Green Bay really just kind of hanging on here, and San Francisco gets this right here, and then they hit the game winner here. And Aaron Rodgers now, David.
Aaron Rodgers is gone. So Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers both out, and they don't even make it to their championship game.
Yeah.
So they're both done. And the question now is Aaron Rodgers going to be a Packer next year, and what happens to the Packers? So not that a lot of people are like kind of, disappointed in Aaron Rodgers, would I say?
I
done with Aaron Rodgers.
They may be separating.
This year kind of did that with all that stuff. It's been a weird
year for Aaron Rodgers for sure.
Well, all that offseason stuff and then the stuff about the vaccine. I mean, you kind of like, okay.
And this was the other game too. Titans do fall to the Bengals here. I would have never had Cincinnati be in the AFC Championship. As Mark said earlier, I feel like the AFC Championship game was already played between Buffalo and Kansas City. But hey, credit to Cincinnati. They get into the AFC title.
Titans were the top seed in the AFC, and they lose to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do we have any time for Spurs? Okay.
Oh, man. Here we go.
So we start Friday night. Patty and LaMarcus come back. Yeah.
That's nice. Patty and LaMarcus were back.
Nice little tribute video for them. Of course, Patty Mills been here for a long time. LaMarcus as well. And the Spurs lost. So
yeah, they were in this thing for 3 quarters like usual. And then in the fourth quarter, it was like, what? It's like the Brooklyn Nets.
You're speechless.
So lost the Nets and lost to the Sixers.
How much time we got left?
Last night.
Yeah.
Are we wrapping? Okay, good. Because they lost to the Sixers.
They're taking it away from you.
Oh man, this is like they're 13th in the West now. They're like 3.5 games out of that 10th spot. Things aren't looking very good. They look good for a while, then all of a sudden it's like, what?
All right, I got Rams Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Chiefs winning it all.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Chiefs taking it.
I like that matchup too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys. 9:49.
Yes. Turning our attention to weather. Justin, cold front on the way.
We do have a front in the forecast, but it's not going to do a lot for our forecast, Japhanie. And by the way, I picked Titans Bucks in the Super Bowl, so clearly I have no idea what I'm doing.
We can do a side wager later if you'd like, based on your performance.
Let's look at the radar. We've got some showers working through South Texas at this hour. This is all kind of pushing east of San Antonio at this point, as we've been showing you. Very, very light stuff. We were hoping to maybe get some heavier downpours, but those really have not materialized. I think we still will see some. They'll just be south and east of our area, mostly probably closer to the coast. So let's zoom in a little bit closer here to San Antonio. Still some light returns actually right around the airport. Probably just a little bit of drizzle, but there have been some reports of maybe some very light rain coming down. There's still some wet roads in and around town. Then we have some showers moving through Lavernia, tiny little cell there trying to move up into eastern parts of Bexar County. We'll see a little bit of rain move into Seguin, Gonzales. You've seen some showers through the morning. And if you're watching us from Karn City, Kennedy, Yorktown, Cuero, that's kind of the corridor where I think the best chance of rain exists here over the next couple of hours. Also, Howitzville, you're going to see some of these showers work in your direction. Not going to pick up much rain, though, 1/10 of an inch if you're lucky. There's the scene outside, and it is cloudy, still a little bit damp. 50 degrees at the airport, 51 Stinson, 48 at Kelly, 50 in Randolph. And with this blanket of cloud cover, temperatures just are not going to warm up all that much. 49 Bulverde, 51 Canyon Lake, 50 in New Braunfels, 42 Helotes, 48 right now in Castroville. You go out west, it's 50 in Del Rio. It is out west, though, where you'll see these temperatures rise a little bit quicker because we will see those clouds clearing out. And as we look at the big picture here, this is the storm system that is moving through. Some pretty heavy rain now stretching from Houston all the way back up to, say, the Waco area, and that is moving north and east as well. And there is the cloud cover, fairly thick, but we're starting to see those breaks out west. Del Rio starting to see a little bit of sun, and that clearing line will work its way west to east across the area today. At this point, I think San Antonio probably starts to see a little bit of clearing by early afternoon, but the sun now popping out in Del Rio as we speak. Here's the forecast temperatures, and notice again they rise pretty quickly out west. Probably close to 70 this afternoon in Del Rio. Around 4 o'clock, mid-50s here in San Antonio, and where there will be more clouds holding on, 49 in Gonzales, 52 in Victoria. Here's the futurecast, and it does show that rain by 3 o'clock really starting to push out of our area. There is the clearing line that moves through, and then everybody gets clear skies tonight. But that leads to some fog. I think we start to see visibilities dropping by tomorrow morning's commute. Here in San Antonio, it'll be a close call, but I think we could see some fog moving in. The best chance will be east of town, and then maybe a few clouds tomorrow afternoon. Here's the futurecast when it comes to that fog, and it does show visibility dropping down close to zero in several spots. So it could be thick. We'll watch for that tomorrow morning. Obviously, meteorologist Mike Ostrage will have the latest there. 65 tomorrow, front comes through, some morning fog and clouds. 54 Wednesday, 57 Thursday, more clouds Thursday. Very small chance of rain Thursday night into Friday. We get another front, still doesn't cool us down all that much. We're back in the 60s by the weekend. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Krispy Kreme giving away a dozen free donuts to help combat a nationwide blood shortage.
That's right. I mean, it's a good deal too, and we're talking about a 10% decrease in the donations in the blood donations since March 2020. But a lot of people are asking, how can you get a part of this? And this is what customers need to do. You have to order in person at a Krispy Kreme shop and show their donation sticker or confirmation of their donation on the Red Cross Blood Donor app.
Donating to other blood donation organizations besides Red Cross will also qualify for the free dozen donuts. By the way, we got this article from CNN.com. That's in addition to the Chick-fil-A nugget giveaway this week through their app.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Oh no, free nuggets, free donuts, but give blood.
Have a good day.